This niche is absolutely huge and it's making over $150,000 every single month. In fact, I found one t-shirt making $71,926 on its own every single month in this niche. So in today's video, I want to tell you exactly how you can get into this niche because there is still plenty of time and plenty of room for you to create some designs and upload them. These 6 t-shirts are all in the same niche, but they all have a different twist to them, which you're gonna see, and it's just brilliant. It's so smart. So stay tuned because we're going to be looking at the designs, the fonts, the graphics, and we're going to be able to determine why these designs worked over the other designs that maybe didn't work. And I'm going to show you where you can get the graphics so you can design this yourself. The niche is the graduation niche. Let's have a look at these first 6 shirts, see how much they're making, how many sales they're getting per month, what their BSR is, and just talk about them. Okay, so this is the first shirt. I just officially graduated kindergarten 2021, so it's very relevant to now. And if we have a look at the sales for this shirt, right, and this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have a look at the sales for each of these 6 shirts and the revenue, and then we're going to move on to the next phase of this video. So we can see around 10,000 a month, it's nearly 600 sales, basically 600 sales per month, and the BSR is around 35,000, which is pretty decent if you ask me. So that's the first one. Let's have a look at the next one. This is proud mum of a class of 2021 graduate. That doesn't even make sense. This is getting $26,000 per month, over 1,700 sales, and a BSR of 10,645. That is absolutely amazing. And check it out. Without changing anything really, they just changed the mum to dad, and now they're getting, let's have a look. Let's refresh this and have a look. So they're getting average monthly sales of around 1,566 with 23,000 in revenue. This is huge, a BSR of 12,000. This is the exact same t-shirt. They've just kind of switched the niche from mum to dad. Really powerful. All right, and then you've got another one. Elementary school, middle school, high school, college. So this is for a junior high graduation. So you can see how all of these shirts, and the reason why I've picked these shirts in particular is because they're all the same, but they're all different. So one's graduating kindergarten, one's graduating middle school, one's graduating university, one's for a mum, one's for a dad, but they all have the same underlying niche, and that's what I'm trying to show you here. So this one, revenue of around 18,907 sales per month and a BSR of 22,000. This is absolutely perfect, and look how basic this design is, but we're not going to talk about the design just yet. We're going to be looking at the designs next. We've got 2 more t-shirts here. I paused my game to graduate. You're welcome. So this is another one. This is a gaming graduation t-shirt, right? It's another whole different niche within a niche, if that makes sense. This one's revenue is around 14,000 per month, 27,000 BSR, and they get around 745 sales per month. And finally, I graduated. Can I go back to bed now? This is the most popular one from what I can see. They're getting over 4,000 sales every single month. 4,007 sales, 71,926 in revenue, and the BSR is 3,860. For something so simple, I graduated, can I go to bed now? That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And now that we've had a look at the 6 different t-shirts, let's now analyze them. Let's see what they're doing, what fonts, the designs, why they're working. That's insane. And that's not even all the t-shirts in this niche. That's only 6 of the t-shirts in this niche. And those 6 t-shirts happen to be making over 150,000 per month. There are so many more designs. And I'm not saying it's oversaturated because I still think there's room for you to get in it. But what I'm saying is this is just a small portion, and look how well they're doing. So now let's analyze these shirts. Now let's have a look at the fonts, the colors, the graphics to see how they've mixed the niche with the sub niche and how it works so well. So for example, let's start with I paused my game to graduate. This is a classic gaming font. It's that kind of codey, very retro style font that a lot of gaming t-shirts have. And they've made sure to put that in this t-shirt. Right, the next one, this elementary, middle school, high school, college font and design. So what they're going for here is more of a like a squiggly writing kind of messy font with just a red cross between it. And what works here so well is that this font looks like it's a hand-drawn font, right? It just looks like it's a bit of a messy font, and it really matches the red X, which also just looks like it's been drawn there, which it may have well been, you know, on the design. They may have just drawn a red X, but you can just see how this font works so perfectly. You've then got this one, proud mum of a class of 2021 graduate. Now, this one, right? In my mind, this is like that football font that you have on the back of a t-shirt, and again, it's a very, very classic font for the, you know, class of, you know, those fonts, class of 2021, class of 2020, right? That font, that's exactly what they've used here. So they've taken what people already know in their mind, right? What people are used to seeing, and they just changed the words a bit to match their niche or their sub niche, right? And then again, the same thing for Proud Dad. You can see these two t-shirts are identical, are absolutely identical, except for the mum and the dad. And this goes to show, right, that you can have a design and literally change one word and make so much money. You can do proud aunt, you can do proud brother, proud sister, right? There is so much you can do. And as well as that, you can spell mum with a U, and then you can sell it in the UK as well. So there's a lot you can do with this. Right, and now let's have a look at this one. This one I thought was just, this was my favorite design. This was my absolute favorite design. I just officially graduated kindergarten 2021. So again, they know their audience. They know their audience are people who just graduated kindergarten. So they're going to be colorful. They're going to have a fun, a playful kiddie font, right? Rather than have some, you know, like this font. This is a very grungy, grimy font. No, they're going to have a fun font that a child would wear on a t-shirt, and they're going to have all the colors, right? Because again, they're not exactly very old who are going to be wearing this shirt, and it just, the sub niche of kindergarten matches the font, matches the colors so perfectly. And then finally this one I wouldn't say is anything special really. It's very basic, very classic. I graduated, can I go back to bed now? You've got the grunge font with the it's like curved a bit to kind of bring it all together. So yes, they've definitely thought about it. They've got the cap here and, you know, everything, and it does work, but I wouldn't say that they've gone into too much thought about this one. It's just a very basic one that can pretty much relate to many different things, many different years, university, school, a whole bunch of different things, which is probably why it's sold the most, because they haven't been specific, right? This one's specific to kindergarten, right? This one is specific to 2021. This one is specific to, well, what's after middle school, high school, right? To leaving middle school. So this one's probably sold the most just because it's related to everything. And that's another thing you can bear in mind, right? If you relate it to everything, you could do quite well. But it wouldn't surprise me one bit if this person who made this also has designs specifically for all the different years, types of schools, all of that. So that's looking at the actual design, and it's just so cool to see how people think when they think of the niche, and then they think of the sub niche and how they can make the font match the niche, make the design match the niche. It's so much more important than we realize. Now we need to design our own, and we have a few options when doing that. Either we can do it from scratch, you know, on Canva, or we can use Photoshop or Affinity Designer or GIMP or Photopea, whatever you want to use, or we can use a ready-made template and then kind of tweak them. So we can use Creative Fabrica and kind of change up their designs, or we can use Vexels, right? So let's have a look and see what designs we can use. Now I want to just search Creative Fabrica for graduation and see what comes up, right? Because there are going to be so many things here, right? You've got all of these graphics which you can use. I know it costs, right? But if you have a Creative Fabrica membership, then you can actually, a subscription, you can actually get access to this. But let me just search I graduated. I'm just gonna search I graduated. So they've got I graduated, can I go back to bed? So look, I graduated, can I go back to bed? That's brilliant, right? 50 cents, or I think it's 50 cents. Is it 50 cents? No, it's 10 cents. It couldn't be cheaper. So you can easily download this and then kind of just change it, because again, with Creative Fabrica and Vexels for that matter, you want to tweak it and make it your own. So you can change the color. I graduated to blue. You can kind of just change it up a bit, but that's pretty cool, right? And again, you can get all of them with a $19 a month subscription. But let's have a look at what else they've got. I graduated, can I go to bed? I like that. I graduated, can I go to bed now? Can I go back to bed? They have so many, it's crazy. It wouldn't surprise me if that person actually just took it from Creative Fabrica and changed it a bit. But look, now the limit is the sky, kiss my class goodbye, hats off, motivated, educated, graduated. There are literally, how many? There are 20 designs here. In fact, there's 21 designs here. I'm going to add this to my cart. I'm going to get this. And I'm going to change this all up and I'm going to upload it. Now, I might not get any sales. Who knows? But this can 100% work. There you have it, right? I just a second found it and I bought it because it looks really, really good. Right, there you have it. So this is what I just got, right? And I know I'm going to have to tweak it. I'm going to have to make it my own because everyone's going to be using this, right? Everyone is going to be using these designs, and obviously I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want anyone else to have the same designs as me, so I will tweak it myself in Photoshop, or I can tweak it in anything really, because you get all of these different formats of the actual design. But basically, there's so much you can be done here. So that was Creative Fabrica, right? There are so many designs on Creative Fabrica around this niche. So definitely have a look. And the link is in the description. It is an affiliate link, I know, but it's just a bit of a kickback. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it will just be nice. And then you've got Vexel. So let me search for I graduated on Vexels and see what comes up. So you've got I graduated, now can I go back to bed? But let me just search graduated because more comes up there. A lot more comes up. We've got my mummy did it and she did it for me. I guess it's graduation as well. Finally graduated. You did it, now get a job. I graduated, now I go back to bed. So Vexels also have a whole bunch of different designs. Not as much as Creative Fabrica. So in this sense, Creative Fabrica kind of wins. But basically you can see there are so many different designs. So even if you don't have a creative brain, a creative design brain, there is so much you can actually find just using these websites, and just make sure to tweak it just a tiny bit so that you can kind of make sure it's your own design. Now I'm gonna go and mess around with these designs. I might not get any sales. Nothing is guaranteed, but there's only one way of finding out, and that's to actually try. So I'm gonna give it a go and see what happens. Now that you have everything you need to know to get going with this niche, give it a go and see what happens. Maybe it can take you out of tier 10, or maybe it can get you your first few sales on Etsy, or maybe you're getting a lot of sales already and it can just get you even more sales, or who knows, maybe it could be a game changer for you in the print on demand, business side hustle. So definitely give it a go and let me know in the comments, or come back and let me know in the comments how it went for you or how it's going for you. Now, if you want stuff from Creative Fabrica or Vexels, the links are in the description down below. They are affiliate links, and again, you don't have to use them, but it's just a nice thing to do. So yeah, if you want anything from there, then click those links. And hopefully I will see you in either tomorrow's video or just the next video. So thank you very much for watching.